Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name?
My name is Ashika.
Are you a student or job holder?
Right now I'm actually job holder and I'm working as an instructor.
Okay. Do you enjoy your job?
Yes, I really love to do my job because it involves a lot of responsibilities, and since my childhood I was someone who always took up responsibilities.
Okay. Which is the most challenging part of your job?
I think the most challenging part of my job is to be on time for everything, is to meet the deadlines and be very particular about my mistakes and take ownership of my mistakes.
Okay. Do you think that people of your country are thinking more about the architectural design of the building?
Yes, right now, since everything is improving and as well as people's choice. So when the foundation of their house is better, they actually tend to look for more better options.
Okay. What kind of building people like to live in? Is it apartment or flat, or they like to live in duplex?
In my opinion, people's opinions varies. And if I really talk about the majority of our country, they tend to live in apartment because it is not too expensive.
Okay, now let's talk about flowers and plants. Do you have a favorite flower or plant?
Certainly, I have a favorite flower, and that is none other than rose. Rose is very special to everyone, and that goes the same for me because it is really vibrant, and moreover it also have a special meaning, which is love, and love comes in many forms. One of them is in form of love.
Okay, what kinds of flowers and plants grow near where you live?
There are many different types of flowers that grows near my place. First would be the sunflower, which is actually my favorite, and it is yellow in color. On the other hand, there's also water lily, which is actually Bangladesh's national flower, which is really fascinating for me. And on the other hand, there's also tulips, which is actually a little bit pinkish and purplish.
Is it important to you to have flowers and plants in your home?
I definitely believe that it is really important because it refreshes my mood after a long day at work, and on the other hand I can also practice my discipline, because when a person starts growing flowers, they actually need to think about when to water them and what to actually give them in order for the flowers to grow in a better condition, as well as it has its own uniqueness. When I am successfully a perfect gardener, I can actually do any other work.
Okay, now in this part of the test, I'm going to give you a cue card. The cue card is about describe a review you read about a product or service. You should say where you read the review, what the product or service was, what information the review gave about the product or service, and explain why you did as a result reading this review.
Okay, thank you very much for the cue card. So now I will start talking about it. In this generation, people actually take decision from other people. They always wonder what someone else is thinking before their own opinion. And firstly, I would like to talk about a particular review that I saw in Bangladesh IELTS, which is a Facebook page in the terms of Bangladesh, and the name of the page is Bangladesh IELTS. So in this particular page, a person known as Meti described that when he went to a Pizza Hut, which is actually a restaurant in Dhanmondi, and this particular restaurant was offering them spoiled food, and the waitress, the waiters and the manager was really rude, and the behavior was not justified at all. And when the person actually started discussing or telling about the problem, they did not give much attention to it, which was really heartbreaking. So when mate was describing that they even threw them out of the restaurant, I was really disheartened. And specifically speaking, Pizza Hut has been one of my favorite places to go from my very young age. And when I heard that they don't have that behavior anymore and they were not up to the quality of the work or the food that they were serving, I was really heartbroken. And that is when I decided that I would not go to that restaurant, because for me, a person's behavior is what matters the most. And when that is not right, I can't actually continue that services. And on the other hand, I have also noticed that like the quality of the food has decreased, which is right. On the other hand, I have seen that the review also consisted of some examples where the man in the restaurant was not very obedient of the customer.
Okay, thank you very much. Now moving on to part 3, let me ask you questions about online reviews. What kind of things do people write online reviews about in your country?
There are several types of things that people write online reviews about. It can be some online appliances, it can be some services, or it can also be about an opinion of a particular influencer, right? Because nowadays, Bangladesh has a lot of influencers in different categories. It could be about education, it could be about fashion, movies, or different books. So there are many different sectors about which my country, Bangladesh, has been writing review about.
Okay, why do some people write online reviews?
Because online is the method by which it can reach many different people, many different sites, and also their opinions will be heard. And when they're actually writing this review, they're thinking about other people. Like, since they were not satisfied with the result, people would want to show that this particular product or the services is not justified. And furthermore, when they write reviews, they tend to take out their frustrations about disappointment, so that people also don't go to that particular company or that service.
Okay, thank you very much for your participation. Okay, I would like to score 8, and the candidate was really good, and the fluency, the grammatical range and accuracy was really good, and that is why I have given her 8 band score. And now if I want to share my experiences about her weak areas, so I would like to suggest that the way she talks was very speedy, so she has to focus on the speed limit.